Our CES 2020 coverage is made possible thanks to EK, MSI, Thermaltake, Patriot, Lian Li, XPG, ViewSonic Elite, ECS Elite Group, and Creative.
Hey everyone, Andy Raffel from eTeknix.com, and while at CES 2020, I stopped by Creative to see exactly what was going on, especially after last year and being completely blown away by their SXFI technology. Admittedly, it's probably the weirdest name I've ever heard, SXFI, but bear with me because it is absolutely, as I mentioned, mind-blowing. So what SXFI actually is, it basically consists of an amplifier that personalizes a listening experience to your specific ears, because as we know, no two ears are basically the same. So what they do is, through the use of an app, which is available to anyone on Android or iOS, they take pictures of your ears and basically your whole facial profile. What they then do with that is it goes through an algorithm and it caters the sound specifically for you. Now last year we had a demo and they actually gave us the inline amp, which you could plug into your phone and simply plug your headphones in and get that full experience of it sounding like you're not even wearing headphones. It's more of a kind of virtual surround sound, and it honestly feels like it's coming from the speakers around you. Now what they've actually done now is taken that technology and started developing it directly into some of their new products. So to start with, we have the Sound Blaster X3. Now what the X3 is an external sound card, amp and DAC, which supports 7.1 virtual surround as well as discrete sound too. It also has modes for movies, gaming and much more. Now speaking of movies and gaming, they actually had two demos there as well, where you could put a set of headphones on and basically switch between having the SXFI technology enabled and disabled, and well, the difference was completely night and day. When it came to the gaming side of things, they had CSGO set up, and it was just a matter of walking through a tunnel and suddenly the footsteps and that clear kind of immersion and I guess immersive feeling that you got by having the SXFI technology actually enabled. It sounded absolutely just fantastic. It's one of them things where it's really hard to explain, but if you guys ever get a chance to kind of experience it yourself, definitely go out and do it. Now, speaking on the gaming side of things, they actually had a new headset which had SXFI directly built into it, and it was called the SXFI Gamer. It was an extremely comfortable headset, had some really nice kind of branding on it and a really premium feel to it. The thing that I actually loved the most was on the outside of the ear cups, it did have RGB, but kind of looked like a sticker. It didn't really look real, and hopefully the B-roll footage that I'm going to be overlaying in this video will show you exactly what I mean. But in terms of obviously everything outside of that, it has the SXFI technology in there, so you're going to get that really immersive gaming feeling, and maybe it might even make you a little bit of a better gamer, because you're going to be able to hear footsteps pretty much in the right direction as to where you expect it to, due to that virtual 7.1 surround. If you can hear them over sort of the right front side, you will hear that it feels like it's coming directly from there, and it doesn't actually feel like it's coming from the headphones. There are moments where I physically took the headphones off and sort of had to have a listen around just to make sure that they weren't playing it out of a set of speakers. It's actually quite trippy. Now, moving on from that, they do have kind of, I guess, on the movie side. So there was the SXFI Theater. Now, what this actually allowed you to have, again, was another product. So a set of headphones that's specific for kind of movies, but it doesn't mean that you can't use it for kind of gaming as well. And the cool kind of thing with that was they actually had it hooked up to a box that was sitting on top of the TV, and essentially it was streaming our content from the TV directly to the headphones that we were wearing. Now the beauty of that is, yes, you can connect up any sort of set of headphones to a TV and get that whole kind of Bluetooth experience, but when you have SXFI enabled, you just again get that immersive feeling. So it honestly feels like you're within the movie, and it's really good when you close your eyes and there's a big explosion, you can kind of hear everything going on around you. Now the beauty as well is if you were using it for kind of movies, or probably more on the side of gaming, if two of you are actually using the headsets, you can actually still talk to each other through the microphones. So, I don't know, maybe you want to sort of pause the movie. You can sort of be like, oh my God, did you see that? Let's pause the movie, and kind of go off and do your own thing. But it's really cool the fact that you can still interact with the other people who are watching it with you on the set of kind of headphones. Now, speaking of other headphones, the other product that they had was the SXFI Trio. Now, this is really cool because if you are on the go, this is going to be the one for you. It incorporates a tangle-free kind of cable, which is a lot better than their previous model headphones, which typical, like any kind of headphones, put in your pocket and they just end up coming out as a complete kind of mess. But again, incorporating this technology, and this is going to be perfect for anyone who's got a phone, a tablet, or any other device that allows you to go out into, I guess, the real world, but still experience this amazing technology. And even music sounds absolutely amazing on this, whether it be a stereo track, even a mono track. We actually had a little bit of a demo and listened to a mono track, and even with the kind of upscaling of that, it just sounded absolutely phenomenal. But the best thing that we heard, and I'm really sort of upset that I didn't get any footage of it, but again, it's one of them things that you really kind of have to experience yourself, is the new soundbar that they're coming out with. So we know that Creative have implemented soundbars in the past with the Katana, and even one that was, well, it was absolutely batshit crazy. But this one is going to be a lot more affordable, but even when we experienced that, it honestly sounded like there was sound coming from behind us, sort of to the corners, to the left and right, and all around us. And it was all coming from a single soundbar that was pretty much positioned directly in front of me. So yeah, some really, really great technology. And as I say, it's pretty mind-blowing when you actually really get to experience the immersive feeling of this for, I guess, what's relatively a kind of an affordable solution. And this is actually the Gen 2 of this, and we are told that Gen 3 is coming as well. A little bit of a kind of, change to the algorithm again, and really just trying to get that personalized sound, no matter what device you're using and what kind of content you're actually listening to, whether it be movies, gaming, or music. Really, really exciting stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check back for a lot more content from CES 2020. Until next time, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.